Have you ever had a dream that you thought was real? Welcome back to the channel, everybody. That was just a cool intro from the last video that I thought I should begin this video with too. It's actually a line from The Matrix, I think, from Morpheus. Or no, wait, it might be from another character in the movie, but that movie is one of my favorite movies. Because it resembles everything we go through in life. Like we feel out of place, we don't feel right, we don't, feels like everything, like everything is fake, like we're in a simulation, um like we're trapped in the Matrix. So we can't break out, we're being controlled and manipulated, and we're like a how do they do it? They depict us as a battery thing. But I loved that movie. That movie came out like um 20 years ago, 20, maybe long, no, like 25 years ago. And when I seen it, I was blown away. I was blown away by it because of the special effects and the things they did, and how they you identified with that character so much. Like you felt like the sense of dread, the monotonous things you have to go through in life, and like you can't break free and you can't break out of. But it also symbolized how you're trapped inside your mind, and you can't, and you need to focus and use your mind to break free, to use your abilities to rise above and break out of the Matrix. And a lot of people talk about it now like it's the Matrix is a thing, when it actually, or they refer to the Matrix like it's the system, like the government system that's holding you down, the financial system and the government system. It resembles that type of cage, like a cage for you to break out of in your current living situation, the current economy. They referred to that like the Matrix, but in the movie, the Matrix isn't the same thing, and or the idea of it is different. But I think, and for the movie, it's still different than what I think it actually symbolizes. It symbolizes the struggle we go through to break free and open our way of thinking, and to become more talented, maybe, to be able to grow as a person, to be able to live a better, more fulfilling life, maybe. It's hard to say. There's a bunch of things you could take away from that movie. There's so many cool things in that movie, like he went through a lot of doubt about who he was, and he didn't know himself. And I still look back to that movie because there's so many good nuggets in there of wisdom, like knowing yourself, because I just discovered a way to know myself better by learning about personality types. And that's just one part of that movie that sticks out now too, even more, because of finding out about myself helped me to understand how I work, powers are, what I'm good at, um, and how to identify that and how to work with that, and my faults, my struggle, things I struggle with, to be able to deal with them, because we're all different, right? We all are a little different. We all interact differently and act differently. That always amazed me, is how people interact, and how everybody's different, but everybody interacts, and some people get along better with other people, and how it's all connected psychologically. How we seem to um, flourish, and how we get by, and how we can become more successful. How mentally um, we can. Some people are just naturally, they have natural abilities to do certain things better than other people, and how they fit into certain work and certain categories, and do better at certain things in life, and can work out problems and do certain tasks better than other people. And so finding out about personality types has helped me understand that more, and understand how everybody gets along and interacts with one another, whether it be good or bad. So knowing yourself is very important. So now I understand how I work. I understand how everybody else works. I can get along better in society, because I've struggled with people, getting to know people. Um, Social skills, I'm not really that good at socializing and talking to people about my problems or emotions or feelings. Um, but that movie was a big time influence, or a big time it made a big impact on me, and I would watch it constantly. Even over the years, I would watch it over and again, and it'd be one of my most favorite movies, because of that character I identified with a lot. I could see a lot of me in that character, and that character is actually based on my personality type. That's what's funny. I think that personality, or that character, is me. I fit that mold, like, completely. Like, that's why I was always trying to figure out who I was back then. I didn't understand. I didn't know myself, but I knew that was me. For some reason, I identified with him more than anything. I was that nerdy dude, that quiet dude, and that didn't want to do things, that would quit, and would kind of rebel and do weird, stupid things a lot. So this isn't really what I wanted to talk about in this video. That's what's crazy. I was gonna talk about the Matrix and the simulation too, because I just seen a video about this laser light, and these people are looking at this laser light. It's like a laser light level, pointed at the wall, and the light. People are looking into the light, and they're seeing like numbers and stuff, and it looks like another dimension inside that colorful light that the laser beam is shooting. It's like a laser light level, but when they look at the light, you can see a pattern, and you can see into another, it looks like a deeper dimension. And I was thinking about that. I was like, whoa, we could be trapped in a simulation. And it's hard to tell, because there's a lot of things that we can't explain. There's mysterious stuff like that all over the place. Like, take for instance, your soul inside of you. Can't see it, We don't even know if it's truly there, and science can't prove it. There's a lot of things we can't prove or see. But the laser and the light just seem to a dimension. I feel it looks crazy, but the energy to produce that light is very powerful. It's not natural, so it might be doing things to open up the dimension. There's like a powerful how'd you say it's a powerful powerful thing to create a laser. So they say there could be a fourth dimension, but we can't conceive it. Like, we don't understand that. We understand the third dimension, 2D, 1D, 2D, 3D, but the fourth D is like outside of our imagination, almost like it's another place, and it might be the place we go to after we leave here. But it's interesting. I always question everything. I can have an existential crisis, a constant existential crisis about the way things work, and I'm always questioning everything, and I'm always trying to figure it out. Like, it needs to be found out, and it's always going to be that itch in the back of my mind that I don't know how everything works. I want to know bad. I want to know. I guess everybody's curious about that. You're gonna always question things or question your existence. It's just aggravating not knowing for sure how everything works and everything's gonna work out. But Ellen Watts said it. You can go through life trying to create, happiness or whatever, and create fulfillment, but you will never find it, because happiness comes from like a pleasant surprise, and you can't recreate that. You can't control it. The way to do it is to let go of control. So I had to let go and let life be, and try to be more present. They say that the happiness is is inside the journey. That's where you have the happiness. It's in the struggle. It's in the journey. You can be happy. You can choose to be happy too, but we need to be present. So I'm trying to be more present, and being trapped in the matrix is a crazy concept. I don't like to look too much into the extreme thinking and stuff and conspiracies, because you can get lost in that too. There's a lot of people that they get crazy about this idea and they want to go off on it, but it's like you can only think about it so much or talk about it so much, because it's not something you can control or change. So you have to let go of that stuff. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that makes me feel like we're stuck in a simulation or the Matrix, but it's hard to tell. I mean, for the most part, I like the movie, and it kind of blew me away in a lot of ways, but the idea of being trapped in something for your energy to be used wasn't really a good plot, but I think we can feel trapped a lot in life, and I think Some people have natural abilities more than others. So, and it's important to know yourself, learn more about yourself. So, there was some good takeaways from that movie. I didn't even realize that was so important back then. Like, I didn't even learn about myself until 5 years ago. Really understand how I work because of personality typing. But 25 years ago, I got that message to know thyself. And myself was so mysterious, it's hard to understand some of the things I liked and wanted. But that movie was cool. And that quote was really cool. Have you ever had a dream that you felt was real? I think that's how the quote goes, but I've had a couple dreams that I felt were real. I think they're called vivid dreams. So I think I'm gonna end this video there, and I'll catch up with you, or I'll see you in the next one.